story time. Let's get into it, baby.
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was like,
God dang. We already starting off on the wrong foot, man. Come on. Alright, look at the pics that we got going on. This is the only pic you need. You get it? I got a picture, but I don't know what that is. Really? That's sore throat spray and breath strips. You got a sore throat? That's how you know you're dealing with a young boy, son. Babe, that was for me to give you head. Oh my God. And then some stuff at the bottom I can't even really read. Anyway. Oh, and then you right. I hate small talk. Let me know when you in Atlanta. She said I paid for the flight. You say you didn't. Who lying? What? I agree. So when I'm in Atlanta, I'll hit you. Like I'm just ever in Atlanta. I booked it. My cousin got me scared. She was screaming. You don't even know him. Duh. Cousin. Yeah, cousin Dub. She think you're gonna do something to me or something. Yeah, she telling me stories of people going to see some people, and one girl and one guy cut her body into pieces, all crazy and shit. And she still went.
So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because like, he's...
All you gotta do is have a little bit of money, show that you got a little bit of money, a little bit of motion, be clean, talking about like fly, fresh, all that. And a lot of these females will fall for it, man, to be honest with you. It's kind of sad, but sometimes you need stuff like this to happen so you can teach the other people what not to do. Because this is kind of showing me like what females not to deal with, bro. If it's too easy, I don't want it.
He's some fine shit. Like, I love dark-skinned niggas. And when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit. Or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So, like, that's my type. Right. I love me a hood, get money nigga. So he asked for my number or whatever.
I just don't believe she's that smart. I think I don't know how old she is, bro, but she's in her late 30s, bro. I feel sad. I feel bad for her. I'm not even mad. I just feel bad, honestly. It's more like I be feeling sorry for people more than anything, bro, honestly.
Whatever like that. So I gave him my number, and like he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like if I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't text him right back. And he was on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like, that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes, like, chill out. But I let him slide.
Yeah, that's like that's a red flag right there. People trying to be controlling, like right from the jump, trying to be a little bit, it's the whole clocking, watching your stories, making comments that are unnecessary, and honestly, people overstep boundaries, man. It's like you just meet somebody, you don't need to be clocking anybody. You don't need to be asking what they doing, asking where they're going, checking their stories. I mean, bruh. It's a bunch of red flags that people just dismiss.
So, we plan to see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. Let's say this Saturday, right? And we plan for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever.
Dang.
And he really was on some shit where like he was like, oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like, whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend.
Okay. Valid.
So, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that because it just was, like, too good to be true. So, we would only text. And, like, he'd tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So, bitch, I started thinking, like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So, I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So, I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy, he FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone. Before you really couldn't, like he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me, he was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk and I'm like, like you ready? Like I'm at the nail salon, I'm like, you ready? Like I can't wait to see you, I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah.
It's a bunch of people out here looking good on the outside and terrible on the inside, bro. Like, if you don't take the time to really vet people, you'll fall for anything, bro. Like, a lot of people just fall for the good looks. It's like, you look so good on the outside, you can be clean, clothes, face, all that, but it's like on the inside, it's a bunch of demons and cockroaches, bro, and just people that just don't deserve your energy at all, bro.
Or whatever like that, but I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off, like you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be.
It's all good.
So I still go. Like, I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything I need. I pack my shit, and I tell him like, all right, I'm for the land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute. I get to the airport. I board the flight, or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Cigna or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called, and like everything was booked the fuck up. Like, literally, it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find.
I'm not even gonna lie. Real quick. Flying out to meet somebody that you just met and you've never met in person before, Valentine's Day weekend, is crazy work, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's wild.
And just book it, and I'm gonna get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. Oh. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? So this when a mishap coming, because I get it. Okay, we supposed to stay at your house.
Now we getting into it. Because honestly, imagine you a scammer, you got all this money. The least you can do, honestly, if you flying a girl out, she's not gonna pay for nothing, bro. If I was willing to do this, because honestly, I'm probably not, because, that's just not my style. But if I was to be in the situation where I'm flying out and everything, bro, there's not going to be no questions, bro. Everything's going to be taken care of. Hotel, all that. All she got to do is show up. Like, what's the problem? The problem is, it sounds funny, right? Yeah, that's what we're getting into it.
House originally, but then your child came into play. So now we got to go stay somewhere else, which is cool, because I think a hotel is better anyway, because you don't know me and I don't know you. And it's more safer, I feel like.
Bruh, what is safe is to actually get to know each other. FaceTime for a couple weeks, maybe talk, get to know each other a little bit, and actually understand who you're dealing with. That's safer. Bruh, it's such a shame, bro. What the fuck? I feel like that's safer.
So, he like, yeah, like, you can pay for the room, I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucker hotel for you to come fuck on me? So he all like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land, and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000, $30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like, if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like, if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense.
She not wrong.
I didn't ask to come there.
Wrong.
You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but still.
She not wrong.
What?
It looks weird.
So, when I landed,
it's weird.
The nigga arguing, going all back and forth and shit. So, I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter. Stay home with your kid. Go ahead and bond. Like, I ain't even leaving.
Go ahead and bond.
Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what?
Yeah, this whole thing is weird, bro. I don't even want to lie. It's like he's dumb, she's dumb. It's just like Dumb and Dumber at this point, bro. It's entertaining though.
I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you. And you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you got all this motion all this shit going on. Like $300 is nothing.
Right.
So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the fuck I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel, y'all. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nowhere to stay, like at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that nigga on red. Like I stopped responding, and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just like mad because I trip. Like Atlanta, cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but like just to go and spend that much money, it was.
She can't be mad, bro, because that's like studying. That's like not studying for a test and getting mad when you fail. Come on. Like, you know that there's a 50-50 chance that this going to go left or it can go right. I wouldn't be mad at something like this. I'd just be like, yeah, you got to take accountability, bro. You got to understand when you did some dumb stuff. And she's not. She's just like, yo, you supposed to be, And she's putting it all on him, but it's you. It's you.
It's just like, I could have went somewhere else. Like, that was kind of crazy. So me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept because I done dealt with some big money niggas. Like, I mean, rich niggas. Like, that's running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper. I'm not going to say who the fuck he is because he is a big rapper that y'all listen to every single day.
Right.
And niggas with money ain't complaining. They not doing all that. Like, I'm telling you, they not doing all that. Like, when you come see them, they have...
I hate when females say stuff like this. Like, I dealt with him. I dealt with this and that, and they ain't got nothing to show for it. They still living the way they living. They still doing what they do, and they still trying to find niggas to take care of them, bro. And it's the same thing. Like, there's no results for messing with a rich dude. It's like they just still down bad trying to figure it out. That's what makes it funny and hilarious, bro, because if you were to just be genuine and try to find somebody that you actually like and you could work with and build with, a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen, but hey, man, that's just me. Son.
Everything into play. Everything booked. Bitch, your itinerary set up, all that. Like, it ain't making sense. So, to me, his life is just cat. And to be honest, I never really seen him go out and do nothing or anything like that. Like, he not in the mall blowing no money. Like, he ain't no 5-star restaurants. Like, he really don't be doing nothing. Like, he might go skate or something, but, like, other than that, like, that nigga don't be really doing shit, like, with the money
he's
supposed
young.
to have. Like, he got all this motion.
He's young.
You would think he'd be tripping, like, something. Like, nah, he not doing none of that. So.
Bro, not everybody's the same, bro. You can't expect everybody to give money and act the same. Oh, trips, casino, shoes, clothes, bro. Some people get money and want to chill. That's not normal. You know, there's some dudes and some females out there that are very simple and all they need is like a house, car, and something that they like to do, like a hobby, and they're good, bro. It's not all about the glam and watches and bracelets and chains, and bro, it's not like that for everybody. God damn.
So me personally, the life is cat, and I was just mad because I felt like, damn, like I flew here to see you, and this happened. Never doing it again. And then his
I'm pretty sure she's gonna do it again. I'm pretty sure.
Excuse was, well, you knew what I had going on and you still came. Nigga, you never told me not to come. When I checked in with you and we spoke, you told me to still come. It wasn't an issue. And you was going to get a sitter. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense. I would have stayed the fuck home. I'm not that pressed to see no nigga. Like, bitch, you know, I get niggas. Like,
bro, you should have stayed home anyway. Oh my God, you just met him, talk for like a couple days, and then you flying out on Valentine's Day, bro. Like, you can't justify the fact that you went on this trip and you messed up and it shouldn't have happened. You can't justify that.
What? Be for real. I was just upset at the fact that you still allowed me to come or whatever like that, knowing that you was gonna do that or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying he lying about getting his kid, cause bitches do that. Like, bitches that know it's a Valentine's Day week or something going on and be like, oh yeah, you not I'm gonna stick him with the kid cause I don't want him to be with no other bitch. So
girl, shut up.